Welcome in, everyone. How are everyone doing today? It is a Monday for for stream. It's not a Monday on YouTube necessarily, but for stream it is Monday, and we are back at a draw. Trav with our Boulder Parchment Shears. We're still playing Black Book, um, by HypeTrain, and let's get back into it. We've got a third seal out of seven, nine, I forget. There are many. We are back at our Izba
Wake
after
up,
having
Vasha!
helped
Vasilisa!
some people and having helped Nicole and the girl, the stolen demon changeling girl, and we have also opened the second seal, the birch seal, and we passed the heck out. So old Igor is a little confused.
Grandpa?
Well, have you come to your senses? How did you end up? A minute ago, no one was here.
Magic.
You tell old Yegor about your meeting with the Chort.
So the second seal is gone.
It is indeed.
Now it's time for a water one. Good job, Vasha. Good job. We might actually make it. Well, you rest a bit now, before your next task.
So yes, we still have our grandfather. We still have our Proshka, the cat, demon, sort of. We have the Black Book. So there are, yeah, 7 seals. We have finished opening the birch seal, the second one. And we have new pages unlocked. You can start at the start. You can only choose from several available pages, and we'll have to find the rest. So we now have slightly more powerful pages. So I can start getting rid of some of these things. Well-versed 3 style 5. Style, the page effects applies if all pages in the Zagavor are of matching color. Interesting. So if we do all black, orders and keys. Serpent Sting is eternal. Status doesn't vanish with battle progress. So it just doesn't have a countdown. And damage is damage when health is 1. Deals enemies 1 damage when you lose health. Oh, so for every health you lose, you deal damage. Okay. Gesture just adds a slot. It doesn't take up the slots that we have, and this is the white style versus the black style, but this one is all defense. Interesting. I have 41. This one costs 23. This one costs 21. They're hard to see. 16, 16. So I could do some stuff. Let us remove that, remove this, and we'll grab Serpent Sting, definitely. And we'll grab Circle and run out of money. Cool. We do have to deal with our pesters. We've got people coming back. Task complete. Task failed. Task failed. Okay, these guys have more days. Let's see here. Here are meaningless jobs. Weave a rope out of sand. I'm gonna send you. Bring water in a sieve. I will send. Yeah. And then this is a calamity, a weather, a mind, a strife, a mind, and a mind. We want basically the longest time commitment. We don't have any. Okay, so the least amount of sin, I think, perhaps. This one. We'll send him to mind. Gives us the most amount of rubles. Here we go. So they're all situated. These two don't have anything new to say, I don't think, because otherwise they would have an exclamation point above them. We could play cards, but I think I'm okay on the cards, so let's see what visitor we have.
Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
That's right. What brings you here?
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out, please. I'm from Ustbarovsk. I have a salt factory there.
We've got a new encyclopedia entry. Salt pans. The presence of strong salt brine and vast woodlands on the banks of Kama, Chersovoya and Yosolka contributed to the rapid growth in the number of salt pans. Initially, salt was boiled out of brine extracted from wells with primitive brine pipes. Later, salt refineries emerged with more complex extraction processes. Some of them stayed active up to the second half of the 20th century. Interesting.
I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge here now.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God wills it.
It is as you say. God abandoned our salt works. One day there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some shadows near the salt boxes.
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over the gubernia.
This is true. However, there was no brine at first. And the other day, some workers went missing. It's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I've already organized my own guards. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
Oh boy, we've got missing people and a salt refinery. I have a feeling we're going to find a water demon soon. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Tell me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people went missing?
A week ago we hit brine. It just started gushing out. So we started working it, day and night, filled all the salt boxes. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night shift.
The next seal, so the second seal, I don't remember what the first seal was, but the second seal was the birch seal. Old Yegor mentioned that the next seal, the third seal, is a water seal, so we're going to need a water demon to deal with it.
He went missing. People said he went on a binge. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes, On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men, myself among them. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some sort of shadow appeared. Trishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself, and the shadow ran to the barn, or to the oven, or to the salt box, I couldn't tell which. Come morning, I saddled the horses.
Tell me about your salt works.
It isn't close. A factory near Ust-Urolka. We do everything there. Extract the brine and load the permianko onto the barges. Permianka is what we call our salt. Accidents happen, can't avoid them. But we never had to deal with demons.
You said the salt started to disappear.
For half a year we had little to no salt. Disasters, one after the other. But we held on. Now we struck brine. Workers have gone missing.
I won't leave you hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward. Perhaps you have some ancient or consecrated item?
Don't worry about that, we won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodinoi?
With the Vodinoi, he doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodinoi vodka and baked treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organized transportation for you. They'll get you to the station. There, the manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. I'll go on ahead. Well, see you soon.
God himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I had some Kupala salve, I could get there instantly. Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get the required herbs. Get to it.
We still haven't really gotten a full explanation of Kupala salve, except for the fact that it allows you to fly or something like that, so here we go. We have nothing else to do unless we want to spend time fussing with our black book, but I figure it's time to set off. We can take Old Yegor, or we can... Actually, we cannot. He's locked. So I guess Proshka is coming with us. Proshka's special skill is to shield us. So, unlike Nicole, who could attack our enemies. So if we run into enemies on the road... that's all we got. So there's 3 encyclopedia entries to find and a song to find. And a balyichka. So let us go to the post station where we can get our cart. Or change horses. We have transportation. Let's go. Ooh, we get to run around. We haven't been able to run around a map in a while. Are there any herbs? Aha, herb. The pathing in this game is a little funky. Snake herb. Bewilder 2 on the enemy. If you toss this herb at the feet of a Skamoroko band, they'll start fighting and break each other's instruments. Interesting. Anything else here? No. Okay. We shall enter the gate. Let's look at the cart.
This cart has seen better days.
Let's look at the note.
Fedka, go shoot some magpies on the street. I'm sick of their calling.
Magpies. Crying herb. crying herb. You've cried for so long, but shed so few tears. Removes one harmful status. Nice. Okay.
So I rolled up a cigarette. And then I tell him, you know, spicing it up with curses. Then he crowed and disappeared. Happened this year in the hunting season.
Was he also asking about your daughter?
Come on, Your Excellence. Every knowledgeable passerby thinks he has to pull my leg.
God bless.
God bless.
The nobleman glances at you, flushes red, and nods in a restrained manner.
Ooh. Kapala Night is a summer solstice event, if that's any interest to you. There's a long list of traditions and history, but water does feature strongly in it. Well, that's probably why it's being brought up right now, Trav.
There aren't any horses at the station.
Really? And what about your Sivka?
The Sisetko's been riding that one for 7 nights straight. She doesn't let anybody near. You have to wait for fresh post horses. They're due in the morning.
And listen to Samson's tall stories. My name is Alexander. My companion is none other than the station caretaker.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Uzbarovsk factory.
You won't make it far without a carriage at this hour. We can play some cards while we wait. Where are you from?
From Vilgard. I have business at the factory. The horses could bring me only as far as this station.
The locals perhaps are afraid of riding in the direction of the factory.
Well, what do you expect? The factory is haunted, and now demons have snipped the telegraph lines.
Uh-oh. Demons snipping the telegraph lines? That's no good.
What a mess. At this rate, we'll be left without a Tsar.
Well, let us, ask questions.
Did the demons cut the lines or what?
Who else?
According to you, the demons are to blame for everything. Is winter also their doing?
You bet. Have you heard of Shulikuns?
Seasonal spirits coming out on the land on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve and going back under the water through the ice holes after baptizing day.
I know about them. And I know for a fact that the winter is not their doing. It's all in the celestial bodies.
Really?
So what happened to the telegraph?
Who knows? The monitor came, took the horses, told me he was going to fix them. Took the stableman as well.
Samson says the spirits are to blame. He says all sorts of superstitious things.
Try living by the forest as long as I have. You'd see stranger things.
What's up at the factory?
What have you heard about the factory?
It used to be a fine factory. Before the devil came, people started to disappear. There's always some witchery going on.
Was it before the recent disappearances?
I heard the same thing from the peasants. They say it's a bad place.
That's right. Everyone knows the mills are all haunted. Why would the factory be any different?
Just don't go in the water if you can't swim.
He told me about other cases.
Well, there's no lack of misfortune. Pahom sure had it tough. Then all these problems with the brine started.
Now they tell me more salt workers are disappearing. God is punishing them.
Or the devil.
Hello, Alexander.
What about you, Alexander? Where are you going?
I'm going to Logovo village. I'm a doctor, studied in St. Petersburg. The doctor there has his hands full. A difficult case. We've been exchanging letters.
I know a little about folk medicine. What happened here?
A witch doctor. A noble trade, but not as effective as the scientific approach. Well, listen. The peasant girl developed a kind of emaciation. She can't sleep at night, hallucinates.
What do the people say?
The usual things. Curses, kolduns.
I know how to deal with that. Perhaps I could help you.
There's no curse there. I mean, are there even such things?
Oh, Alexander, the things that we have seen.
There's a sick girl in Logovo village. Come, I'll be waiting for you. I mean, I'll be in the village.
Uh-huh.
Will we get to Urolka with this horse?
Sure, if Sivka comes to its senses. Doesn't look like it, though.
I want to ask about something else.
Shall we play cards? What do you think, guys? Do we play cards? Let me know if we should play cards. All right, we will try to play cards then. Thank you, Trav. Ooh, we're betting today. We only have 5 rubles to bet, so we're gonna play it safe with that. We're against Alexander and Samson. Hearts are the trump. Okay. I will just go here. Let's get some stuff out of the way. That was a pretty good turn. I don't have a lot of hearts, though. That's a problem. Okay. Still not a lot of hearts. I don't have a lot of the same number. Let's do this, I guess. I don't have any 7s, so Alexander to take cards. That's good for us. I don't want to use up my heart. I'm taking it. Bummer. This is diamonds. I can do diamonds. Diamonds are fine. Alright, Samson had to take. That's good. Our turn again. We'll do this. Alexander had take, so that's good. We have multiple hearts now. Excellent, excellent. We'll use this one. That was pretty good. We're in a good position. We have 2 hearts left. Cool. Let's do this. Okay, good, good. Problems. No, I don't want to lose all my hearts. Okay. That's not good. Samson is so close to winning. We may not be able to win this. Okay. Samson had to take that. We have 9s. I don't know why I can't use both. Dang it. Samson won. Okay, he'll take it. All I have is hearts left. Good luck with that. Oh, apparently I still win.
Well,
I have to get both of them.
congratulations on your winnings.
So I only doubled my money. I think if both Samson and Alexander still had cards when I ran out of cards, I would have gotten 15, but I still won. It's still won. Awesome. We could exit the gate, but I don't really have anything out there, so...
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
I don't know, let's check on the horse now. I've played cards.
I'll go check on your livestock. Maybe I can calm it down.
Go on. His Excellence also has places to go. He's been waiting.
Oh, okay. So I do have to check on the horse. If I go over here... Ah, there's the horse. Okay, let's go this way.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you see a black shadow shuffling around the animal.
I'm going to scare away the shadow.
Oh, a witch! Do your folk have a coven here or something?
Why do you torture the animal? A Sosietko is supposed to look after the horses, not torture them.
So you see me? What if this animal is the wrong color? It's not like that of the master.
The color is wrong. What color do you require?
Oh, I'd be happy even with a small, puny horse, but it should be the same color of the master's beard. If I waste this one, he'll buy a new one.
Okay, so I could attack the Suzeko, I could reach an agreement with him, or I could ask Proshka for help. What should we do, chat? What do we think? I would love to hear from you guys. Try for an agreement? All right, we could attempt an agreement.
I can arrange something with Samson. I'll tell him to buy a new one.
A new one. Well, you talk to him, witch. We'll see. We'll see.
You leave the domovoi alone and get back to the yard.
All right, well, we will go talk.
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
I went to the stables. It's true. The Sosietko bothers the horse.
See? I told you. Did you hear that, Your Excellence?
A Sosietko? Really?
Your stable host says the color is wrong.
I knew it. Something is wrong. Is Pinto not to his liking? What color would he prefer?
The Sosietko wants you to buy a different color horse. But what color does he want?
He wants a gray horse because that is the color of the station master's mustache. Oh dear. Oh dear. We had a bot. Most bots don't get through my defenses, but that one did.
The Sosietko looks at your hair. He needs a gray animal.
Oh, so that's what's wrong. I knew it. All right, I'll buy a new horse. Tell that to our dear Zasetko.
Well, that was easy.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer,
You again. So they don't call you a Noah for nothing.
Samson will buy a new horse soon.
I know you settled things. Well, I leave this horse be. Farewell, witch.
the domovoi disappears, and the horse gradually settles down.
Oh, bless me. Let's see here. We've got this one has sacrifice, which means it'll inflict damage to me when I use it. Burning herbs. Deals 7 damage to all enemies for each herb used. Interesting. And Moon Brothers. Well versed for both damage and defense. I will take that one. The Domovoy disappears and the horse gradually settles down. We've saved the horse. We've sorted the problem.
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
Time to go.
I managed to calm the animal down. I made arrangements with the Susietko.
Well, what do you know? All right. I'll get you where you need.
Thank you for not sharing any more of these wonderful stories.
They aren't stories, that's what happened.
Alright, so we do have the Cure the Peasant option, which we will go do all the optional things. But now we must go forward. The road to Borov. This place isn't far from the plant. Doo-doo-doo. Off we go.
The caretaker points in the direction of Ust-Urolka, and the cart with Alexander in it departs to Logova village. As you plan your next moves, you're interrupted by a shadow that appears suddenly on the road.
I'm gonna draw the circle, because it is a circle of protection. It helps. We are very good at what we do now, so let's just figure out what's happening.
You quickly draw a circle. The shadows come closer while you prepare the black book. Soon, a peasant stands before you with a heavy club in his hands.
Who goes there?
I'm from Vilgard. I'm headed to the salt works.
Cross yourself first.
You make the sign of the cross over yourself.
Phew, I thought I'd run into a demon. That kind wouldn't be willing to bless itself. I was sent for a night watch from Ust-Barovsk village. Shorts are bothering folk at the factory. You're heading there?
Well, yes. I'm an ore from Cherdyn. I'd like to help.
Which? I'd better get going.
Did you hear about the missing people?
Gone without a trace. At first, we thought they'd gone on a drinking binge. But no. They went missing during their night watch.
Because people just run off to go drink when they should be working all the time.
I heard there was a thick fog on those nights. Looked like a river overflowing.
What have you heard about the missing salt?
I heard it went missing long ago. Must be some thieves.
Could it be Chorts?
Could be. Oh, kingdom of the Lord. I used to be a salt walker once. See? Ears are all eaten away. Better ears than the immortal soul, though.
Ooh, we learned something. At the beginning of May, once the spring floods allowed ships to approach cities, the arrangement of trade caravans began. Salt was sent to Nizhnoye Novgorod, the center of the salt trade. Laborers shouldered large sacks full of salt and carried them into the ships. The salt irritated their ears and neck, which swelled and turned red. This is the origins of the widely known phrase, salty-eared Permiak, Perm citizen. Interesting.
Well, God bless you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the Black River Bank first, and then I will go the other direction. This place is called the Black River Bank for a reason. I should be careful.
The murmur of the Chornaya River can be heard amidst the darkness. You also hear several voices nearby. A prickly sensation on your back tells you they belong to the spirits.
Do we read a prayer or do we read a spell? I am going to read a prayer.
Having heard your voice and the holy words, the spirits disappear. The only thing you hear is a water splash. On a stone by the water, you notice a wet comb. You leave the river behind and go back on the road to Ust-Barovsk.
The Devil's Comb. So that is an equipment. +5 health, which is... we actually don't have... I mean, we do have the Devil's Finger. It's actually better than the Devil's Finger, but we're not using it, so it's fine. Mermaid's Comb. We're known for fishing, but not just angling, mind you. Fishing starts before dawn. Men come with nets, fish, and spears. There used to be quite a bit of fish in this river. One time, the lads threw insults at a Rusalka because she frightened away all the fish by combing her hair on the stones. She dropped her comb, and the lads, fools that they were, picked it up. And wouldn't you know it, their nets tangled up, the fish escaped, and the crew chief got sick all of a sudden. Some witch talked some sense into them, told them to return the comb. They came back to the same place, put it under a stone, and placed a loaf of bread as an offering, with blins to boot. Next morning the offering was gone, and wouldn't you know it, so was their chief's ailment. The nets started bringing in plenty of fish to sell again. Alright. I have been doing okay with prayers. Ooh, what's in the Grim Forest?
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Oh, hey.
The wisdom that lies upon dark pages is not that of madness. You cannot paint me as a liar.
I would never. What do we have? Swipe. Removes page from the book till the end of battle. Swipe. Double defense. Sacrifice 3. Interesting. We've seen Firm Knife. Death to Demons. Eternal. Increases block for 2 each time you lose health. Removes page from the book till the end of battle. And this, Nicholas and George, is Piety and Bless for 2. I kind of want this one. I'm gonna buy that one. Alright, that's good. That's good. Alright, time to go to the Kokarin Woods. The road to Logovo Village goes through this wood. Off we go. Prayers seem to be the way to go.
Sharp pine trees overhang the road like the legions of demons you've seen in many icons at the Church of the Trinity. You nearly jump. The forest darkness is torn apart by a flaming whirlwind hurtling over the trees.
We could attack it, we could run away, we could follow it, or we could ask Proshka for help. That odd swipe card doesn't seem great. You'd better have a pretty good defense because you're effectively losing 3 of it right there. I'm pretty sure that there's builds that will want us to get damaged, even if we don't want the attackers to damage us. We might want to damage ourselves for it. We've already seen pages that like add defense or attack per damage dealt to you. So sacrifice is not necessarily a bad way to go. It just means that you have to be more mindful about how much healing versus how much sacrifice you have in the deck. And I do have a lot of healing in my deck. In fact, I have equipped an item that even boosts my healing. So I do have a lot of healing in my deck. So a sacrifice healing build is not the end of the world. The book that I have is fairly basic right now, just to get you started, and so now it's time to bring more complication to the table. At some point, we're going to want at least 1 page of everything, and then figure out what specific build we want for a particular section of the story. But anyway, let's see where it's going. All right, we'll follow.
You run after the fiery whirlwind. You think that you've lost it, but then see it above the trees again. The chase leads you to Logova village. The fiery omen circles the chimney of one of the houses, and then vanishes.
I have a feeling that's where the sick lady is. We have learned something. This is the village Alexander visited to cure a peasant girl. Let's go help. We'll show Alexander a thing or two
You
about
knock
a thing
on
or
the
two.
door of the Izba, next to which you saw a fiery image vanish. Alexander opens the doors. Inside, the doctor has already prepared the remedies. Among the bottles, you notice several old candles.
I didn't expect you to answer the invitation. But come in. Here is this.
On a bench, under the icons, lies an emaciated woman. Her eyes are open, but clearly do not see. She whispers abrupt phrases.
He'll come. He'll be back. He'll be back.
What are you talking about? What are you waiting for?
Vanya, he's back. I know it.
It seems that this woman is delirious after several sleepless nights.
This Vanya, is he presumed dead?
He's alive. Alive. I've seen him. He's well except for his missing spine.
Oh dear.
Her husband was killed in action. The news came not so long ago, they say.
I saw a demon near the village.
That's the tales of Samson. They make you see things.
No, I think evil spirits has a hand in this.
Of course they did.
Don't believe me? I know for sure, demon's at fault.
We need more of that salve to cover the Alexander's eyes so he can see the demons too. That's the only way Nikolai could see the demons in the first chapter, so...
The demon comes to the girl in the image of her dead husband. It drains her of her life force and can lead to her death. What spirit is to blame for her sickness?
Well, it's not a Domovoy. It's not a Koldoon, because that's what we are. A Leishi is a spirit of the forest, so I'm going to assume it's the fiery snake, considering the demon sign that we have seen was very fiery. But chat, do you want to weigh in on this as well? You are welcome to do so. I'd love to hear from you. It's Monday. Chat's usually quiet on a Monday. I mean, we can always get a hint, but then we only get half. And we did see the fire sign that came to this house, so... You say 3 as well, Trev? Cool. This is not really chat is making my decisions for me. It's just me wanting to hear what you have to say.
Looks like a fiery snake's doing. It all fits. The dead man, the visions, the lack of a spine. He must be close right now.
Close? Yes, he's here. Soon my Vanya will come.
Let's do our talking before we ambush.
When did she fall ill?
The local doctor first wrote to me about her several months ago.
A long time. We won't cure her with words at this point. There's this type of chort. They take the form of the dead and visit the living. They can also look like their husbands.
Alright, let us ambush this chort and show him who's boss.
We need to ambush the chort that's been haunting her. If we get on the stove, he won't notice us. You'll see it with your eyes if you're close.
This is madness.
If we don't do this, the woman will soon follow her husband. No powders will make her better. Besides, they say that educated men like to put everything to the test.
Ooh, we went right after his pride.
Alexander reluctantly agrees and gets on top of the stove. You don't wait long. Sparks fly out of the mouth of the stove, and out crawls a pale chort with cow's hooves. For a moment, you think you hear Alexander whispering protective zagavers. However, you have no time to think. You need to decide what to do next.
Alright, we learned something. An evil spirit called the fiery snake often presents itself to women who are grieving for their lost husbands. To its victims, this demon is indistinguishable from their loved ones, but to outsiders it appears as a ball of flames or as a sheaf of sparks. It sometimes brings gifts to peasant girls, which by morning turn to stones or dung. One can also identify the snake by its back, which appears to be a coffin or rotting flesh. Well, we have to ambush it, but do we attack it or do we talk to it? The woman is dying, essentially. If we talk to it, we might learn something. If we attack it, though, we might save the woman more easily. I can see this going either way, really. How much do we want to impress Alexander? I think that an ambush, so as to ideally increase your chances, a fire snake doesn't feel like something you talk to. That's fair. That's a fair point, Trav. We did choose to ambush it. But it's also possible that if we hadn't set up the ambush, it wouldn't have come in. Or we wouldn't have been able to see it. But why not? Let's try talking to it.
Hey, you demon, come again yesterday.
All the streak in a book. Who's there on the stove?
Why do you torture this girl with a fiery snake? Get out while you still can.
You guessed it.
That's what I think.
That's enough. The stove won't stop me. I'll get you.
The chort turns into a sheaf of sparks. You jump off the stove and draw a circle.
I guess we're fighting either way. Alright, we have prayer, we have ward, we have eloquence. These are all buffs that we are currently rocking as per first turn. So well-versed is more powerful. Bless, I believe, increases damage, and ward increases our own defense. But does not really do anything until next round. So, it's going to... The next attack deals 1 damage, reduces when taking damage. It is going to buff itself, so I need to... And it's got 100 health, so I need to... figure out what I want to do. This will up Blessed. I do like that. We're gonna do that. We're not actually gonna get hit this round, though. So maybe we'll do both of these. And do 8 damage. We'll keep Proshka's defense for a hot second. Yeah, I'm not going to use any herbs. This is good enough. Next attack is suppressed. So, we did get in some waste, though. Stick around, and then he's gonna try to do 10 damage as well. Alright. How much ward are we getting? This might be the time when we use Proshka's defense, so that we don't take any damage. Alright, we have 10 waste now. It's gonna do a lot of damage. That did anything for us. Dang it. That was not the play. We're gonna get hit pretty hard. Need to make sure we don't die. Okay, we had all this healing. I probably could have saved the herb. That's okay. I'll do that one. We took some damage, but we're okay. Definitely throwing this in. Let's see here. He's gonna do suppressed again. Okay. Alright, we've got some healing incoming, some damage outgoing. Hopefully that will do us. All right. Curse all enemies. That's the first time that we've gotten curse. I think I'm gonna take the curse all enemies. That seems like a good one. And we leveled up.
The chort breaks out with a brilliant flame and disappears into the stove. It won't return to this izba, but it's better for you to prepare for your next encounter with it. You inspect the sick girl. She looks a bit less pale. Her strength is gradually returning to her. Alexander thanks you modestly and prepares to set off. The young man avoids looking at you. It seems his meeting with the demon had a profound effect on him. He reluctantly admits that he whispered some prayers while sitting on the stove.
That's perfectly fine, dude. If your instinct upon meeting a demon was to pray, you're not doing things wrong. Oh, he's embarrassed. How sad. All right, time to return to the telegraph lines. Samson's assistant and the village elder went to the telegraph lines.
The telegraph wires stretch between the poles like the strings of a giant spindle. The wooden structures look alien, and the grim trees around them seem to glare at them reproachfully. By the road, you notice a couple arguing in a lively manner.
Oh, Lord, how do I even begin my journey there? My lord, I'm scared. Did you hear what they were saying on the station?
I'll show you, Scad.
Good evening.
Let God arise, and his foes vanish.
Oh, damn you. Who goes there?
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Usturolsk factory.
Good lord. Why are you roaming around at night?
Because it's literally the only time we roam around.
We're up to our necks as it is. I'll get this Samson. He scared all the neighborhood.
I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Under the poles, the tracks are human, and then they turn into hoof tracks. I'm not going there. You go if you need it.
Mind who you're talking to. I'm the monitor.
Let's find out what's going on. Maybe we can help them out.
What were those tracks? Perhaps it was some animal.
No animal walks barefoot.
I think technically all animals walk barefoot, but just not human-footed.
When the chief told me about the telegraph, I went over there, and I find this thing. So I ran.
Come here tomorrow. I'm sure it won't be as haunted in the morning.
I can't. The supervisors will skin me alive. I've been told to find the source of the problem and fix it.
I'm not afraid of chorts. I can go there and check.
Well, if my worker doesn't want to, I leave it to you. As a reward, you'll receive his daily wage.
Fine by me. I wait here. Keep the money.
He's too scared, so he doesn't mind the money loss.
All right. I'll be back soon as I deal with the chorts.
I guess we're dealing with the chorts at the broken telegraph line. What could have done this? Evil spirits, or perhaps even the weather, may be opposed to such novelties.
The rod is an old one. It's dry. It hasn't rained for a long time.
Let us go picking flowers while we make our way. More Adam said. More Prishka herb. More Tirlich herb.
There's a candle stop over here. Just like that man told me, bare feet turn to hooves. Here's the torn cable. looks recently used. I doubt that a demon burned candles here. There's a candle stop over here.
Okay.
I don't remember the peasants telling me they saw any demon tracks. Unless some chort put on the dead man's skin. Just like that man told me, bare feet turned to hooves. Clean cut. No magpie did this, that's for sure. Why would demons damage the telegraph line? Here's the torn cable. I wonder how these tracks remained if the ground is so dry. The rod is an old one. It's dry. It hasn't rained for a long time.
This forest is a bit dark. As if a Leshy with his wives are following me. I feel safer with a book, though. This forest is a bit dark.
Oh no, they have the wrong voice actor for that. Okay. Hey PP, thank you for the lurk. I hope your stream is going well. I don't have anywhere else to go. I guess that's it for this area.
The road leads to the village. In the distance, you seem to discern the settlement lights.
Okay, look around, just leads
The
me
road
here.
leads to the village. In the distance, you seem to discern the settlement lights.
So it looks like we're going to the village at the other end of this rut. Nigni Mashevo village? Moshevo village? I am mangling all of these Slavic words, and I apologize to their language and to their peoples. I am tragically American here. I'm doing my best, I promise. The telegraph lines stop in this village.
Despite the late hour, the peasants aren't sleeping. Almost all of the residents of this small village have gathered on the street. The discussion quiets down once they notice your figure on the road.
Good evening. Where are you heading?
Good evening to you, good people. The telegraph manager sent me to inspect.
Oh, the demons tore it down. Did you see that?
Yes,
Well, if you saw it, off you go. It's dangerous here. The place is haunted. Who knows what else?
I saw the torn wire. I haven't seen any demons, though.
Welcome in, Mr. Scrake. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you are doing well.
There was some strange tracks near the pole.
Well, what do you expect from a demon?
Strange that they stayed there in this dry weather.
Well, it's a chort we're talking about. He leaves his tracks where he wants.
I also found a candle end by the road. As if this chort burned candles.
Must have fallen off wagon. These things happen.
Yes, a burned candle just fell off a wagon.
Enough with this nonsense! Too many strange things near that pole. Not the sort of strange things that are done by chorts. It was you who broke the telegraph.
Oh, spare us, kind woman. I cut the wire, but not out of malice. Don't tell the monitor.
Why are you sabotaging government property?
Why else? Nothing good comes of it. The Wallace monitor doesn't tell us, but we know anyway. Here, Masha's cow died, and Vasily here also got sick. So what else could be the cause if not the poles? Everything was fine until they turned up. The demons, they fly around on this wire, so...
In his vexation, the peasant can only swing his hand. The mob mumbles approvingly.
Oh boy. We need to dissuade these people from these shenanigans. People get sick, cows die. Yes, it's sometimes demons in this world. It's also sometimes just the natural course of things. It's not necessarily the telegraph that's causing it.
The demons may be to blame, but not because of the telegraph, that's for sure. The monitor doesn't send demons. Khaldun's do.
You seem to be right. We won't damage the telegraph anymore.
I think I have to tell the monitor, but I don't want to get these people in trouble if I've dissuaded them, so maybe I should just forgive them? I'm not sure. What do we think, chat? Do I explain that I'm going to tell the monitor? Do I forgive them? Let me know. So the situation, Mr. Scrake, is that a telegraph wire has gotten cut. When we examined the area, we found tracks that turned from human tracks into horse hoof tracks. We'd found a mostly burnt out candle stub. We found a wire that was sliced, but not like, you know, shredded by like an animal or anything. And then we found this village where everyone is awake at night and mob mentality naughtiness is happening. So we have just questioned them and they have said, yes, we cut the telegraph wire because the telegraph wires are bringing demons to our town. Bad things are happening. To which Vasilisa is much more recently going, well, it might have been demons, but it's not because the telegraph wires. It's because Khaldun's have sent demons at you. So, essentially, they were just blaming the telegraph wires for bringing the demons. And the telegraph monitor. So, they've already admitted to this. But we could still tell the monitor. Forgive him this time only. Your paladin is showing, Mr. Scrake. All these 5G cell towers are making us sick, but with demons and back then. Yeah, basically that, Trev.
Alright, I won't tell on you. There's no sense in going to labor camps because of some wires.
Thank you, girl.
Oh, yay, we've gotten rid of a tiny amount of our sin.
The mob hums with their approval. Someone brings a pot of fresh milk for you to take. Having noticed your approach, the monitor comes to meet you.
So, did you figure out what's wrong?
Yes, demons are at fault.
That's what I've been saying.
I know the right words, so I whispered a bit. They won't haunt the factory anymore.
Thank you. Here's the reward I promised.
Well, goodbye.
So, yes, we lied to keep the village out of trouble, but the wire will get repaired. They won't break it again. All will return to normal. And off we go back to what we actually need to do, which is go to the salt plant. We must pass through Erstborov village first. The plant settlement. The families of the workers and the manager live here. Off we go.
Just before dawn, the village is still, wrapped in icy dew. You're greeted by the whisper of a stream, a breath of damp wind, and the faint song of peasants who stayed up late.
It's your lucky day, Mr. Scrake. You came just in time to hear the song.
The quiet melody restores your powers. You pass the tranquil settlement and go to a crossroads. Looks like some chorts are hiding here.
If I had not misclicked, maybe we would be able to listen to the song. Oopsies. We'll check it in here afterwards. But it looks like we get to fight some chorts. Number of turns until recitation is complete. So the number of turns until he hits us for 15. You're going to try and poison us, and you are just going to try and hit us. We're going to take a boatload of damage. Okay. Let's throw on... Hit everybody. Ideally, we would like to kill you first because we don't want to actually get hit by all that damage. We are going to get hit, so Proshka, please. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And one last thing we're gonna do. Nah, we're okay. This is good. Good, that guy's down. And these guys are nearly dead. And I shouldn't be taking any damage. I did take one thing of poison though. Which is fine. So you have 4 health, you have 3. We're already doing 16 damage to basically everybody. Maybe not. Alright, we'll do that. Let's see what happens. Yay, we win. Alright, so... this says sacrifice 3, well-versed, eloquence white, but it also gives us 1 sin every time we use it. I think I'm gonna do death to demons. Alright, let's go check out that song. We have 1 new herb. There sat the raven.
Когда закроются мои глаза, ох, и я тогда своего дружка забуду, когда закроются мои глаза, сердце кровью обольется.
This music is so pretty. I really enjoy it. We have knowledge. I think it's time to make a decision on whether or not we want our shorts to complete things, or do we want them to fail them more often? I have so much sin. So very much. Yes, it is a sad song. We can also reduce shop prices. Up how much visiting peasants pay us. Be able to use more items per turn. Increase our damage or shield output. And we can also start doing tricks with Durek, which we have not been able to do. I actually think we want our torts to fail more often. That way we can get to this one so that we stop getting so much sin. This is mostly from shorts. Not all of it, but mostly. I guess that's it for that. So it's time to actually get to the plant. The salt works on the bank of the Kama. This place has become haunted recently by evil spirits. Everyone around here knows that. Well, let's find out if it's true. In short, it's a song about a girl losing her male friend
You
and
reach
singers
the
trying to help
factory
her
office.
cope.
They
Aw.
were expecting you, and you soon meet the manager.
It's a very sad song, but it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Ah, Vasilisa, you're here? Good.
Yes, the Lord surely helped me to get here. Could at least have sent some horses to get me.
It's not that far away.
You really don't know what's been going on? In one village, I had to defeat a fiery snake. In another village, the peasants took up cutting the wires.
That's all bad news. If I knew beforehand, I would give the coachman some money for vodka. They also get scared in the dark. Well, I'm sure it will work out. The main thing right now is to figure out what's been going on here at the factory. What's most important is to go on making salt.
Let's find out what happened half a year ago.
I've heard that even before the disappearances, there was something strange going on.
People talk.
Can you tell me more about it?
Ah, let bygones be bygones. There was nothing of this sort. No hauntings. The brine went away, so they started talking. It was a long time ago. Nothing to do with the missing men. Besides, the brine is here again.
Did anything happen while you were gone?
Oh no, everything's fine, thank God. I feel quite uneasy here at the factory. I'm sure it's some kind of demon.
I guess it's time for us to go to work. He was not helpful.
All right, time to get to work. I'll find this factory chort.
Oh, thank you, Vasilisa. I've arranged a room for you. Rest a bit, and get to work. The lads will show you the way.
So we get a temporary room while we're staying here. Let's talk to Proshka and see what Proshka wants to say.
Listen, Proshka, can you see the demons at the factory with those demon eyes of yours?
Bah, evil spirits are everywhere. I'm sure we'll meet some at the factory. That doesn't mean we're always the ones to blame.
Well, actually, it usually does.
That's just the way your Khaldoons tell it. Look at me. I'm kindness and fluffiness itself.
Right, Proshka. Kindness and fluffiness.
True, but before you I saw countless chorts, but none of them were fluffy, if you will.
You just need to get to know them better.
Right.
Oh, Proshka. Alright, let's deal with these guys. Who's finishing? You are done. You are done. You are done. More sins. Alright. You get a meaningless job because you are so much sin. You also. I'll have to change it up tomorrow. See who gets sent. And then you do hunger tasks, but we want the least amount of sin possible for the most amount of time. Well, that. I guess you're going to do this one. All of these chores will be back in my hand tomorrow that I will have to deal with. I have so many chores. I have so much sin. Maybe having all of the sin was a bad idea. I have no idea what sin actually does. Yes. I apparently have... Are you just letting me know that I have new pages? Is that all? Probably. I would like to add this one to my book. What am I willing to give up? This, I think. And those are both keys. There we go. So let's switch to keys and grab this one as well as this one, just to see how they run. I might get rid of one of these. For another key. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. We'll see how that deck runs. We've sorted all of that out, so it's time to have a visitor.
Wake up, it's done already. Pahom wants you in his office. Are you a new salt carrier? All right, I don't have much time. Don't forget to close the door.
Yes. I'm such a good Oathbreaker right now. You know, I've never actually played an Oathbreaker Paladin, either in at the table or in Baldur's Gate 3. How interesting is that? Time to set off. Interesting. So we need to drive off the evil spirits at the saltworks. There are encyclopedias. And we only have Morteshka with us, so Morteshka it is.
The workers that you meet seem to be scared, even in these early hours. You try to start a conversation, but as soon as you mention the disappearances, they cross themselves and quickly scurry away. In the factory office, you meet Pahom.
Oh goodness, it's really hard to get answers if everyone refuses to talk to us. Yeah, I would imagine Pact of the Blade Warlock would synergize really well with a paladin, even a non-Oathbreaker paladin. Fiend is really good. Good to know.
Ah, Vasilisa, come. I'll show you the factory. It's quite big. Quite a fortune we have here. Salt, as you see. But you can go anywhere with me.
We learned a thing, so we're gonna read a thing. In northern Perkami, the Saltern was established in the 16th century. Throughout the centuries, table salt was an object of trade, a source of wealth, and a means to replenish the state coffers. It was worth its weight in gold and was often the cause of civil unrest. Salt was used for salting any type of meat, including fish. And you could even salt vegetables. It's also part of the brining process for a lot of like pickles and stuff. Salt is stupidly useful as a preservative and as a way of spicing your food. So yeah, salt has always been worth its weight in gold, really. I love seeing Paladin casually chucking Fireball. Oh no, I'm outnumbered. Psych. Fireball. Yeah.
First, we will visit the pump. Alexei used to work there. Then we will visit the salt oven. Pyotr went missing there. We can go to the storehouse. A demon was seen there that night. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
I'm gonna ask all of the things.
What happened to Alexei in the pump tower?
He was the first to disappear. Happened on the first night we struck Brian. He was working then. Haven't heard of him since. Maybe they will tell you something new in the tower. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Tell me about Pyotr, who worked in the salt oven.
He was gathering salt from the Tsirin that night.
A siren is a huge pan where the brine was boiled to evaporate water and get the salt. He wasn't a changeling, was he? I don't know.
There wasn't any brine at first, so we started cooking later. They'll tell you more in the salt oven. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
What did you see near the salt box?
We tried to track the culprit down. We saw a shadow, but it was foggy that night. Trishka called out to it, and this shadow started thrashing about like a fish. No man moves that way. It was here, by the salt box. We load the salt onto barges here. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Let's go.
I understand. Time for me to go.
Onward we go. To the pump tower. This tower protects the pump from bad weather. Beneath the ground is a well they get brine from.
A tall silhouette of a brine pump tower appears before you. It seems to hang over the factory like a watchtower. A steady hiss of the pump is heard from it.
Hey, Ivan, come over here. This is our piping master, an expert in drilling.
He's the one who woke us up today.
Ah, Pahom. Who did you bring?
A Noah from Cherdin. She's going to help us find Alexei.
So that's why her head is uncovered. Huh, a bare-headed witch. Are you out of your mind? Bringing caldons to the factory.
Hey, mind who you're talking to. Show her Alexei's things.
So we've been working here for years, breaking our backs, just so you could bring witches around, right?
Ay, ay, ay. Salt brine was extracted from a well with a brine pipe. The pipe consisted of a single unit, a thick hollowed-out tree several sazhens long, with a tub that passed through the middle, lifting the brine. They were coated in tar, wrapped in canvas, coated again, encased in yarn, and then coated once more. The drilling was slow. 6 vershuks could be extracted in one day if the ground was soft. If it was hard and rocky, just 1 vershuk could be extracted. You can smite him now? Okay. He insulted Vasilisa. We will smite.
What are you listening to her for? She probably doesn't know anything. Listen, pretty girl. Do you at least know what do we do on this tower?
What is this wooden tower used for?
Salt extraction.
The tower protects the pond that lifts the brine from the well.
It may be not such a bad idea, Pahom. The girl is smart. I'll bring Alexei's things now.
The worker brings a bundle in which you find a piece of paper with a clumsy poem written on it.
Your fingers are like salt, your eyes deep as water, your hair is black as tar.
I think we have a mermaid problem. Or Salka problem.
Look at him go.
Who could he have written this about?
Maybe he fell for a salt worker girl.
Huh, I doubt it. He'd write something about salty years then. I don't know, he never taught me anything of this sort. Well, I need to work. You need anything else?
What can you tell me about the missing guy?
What can I tell? A proper lad. And a smart one. Knows his way around the mechanism. Likes to have a drink, the rascal. Must be drinking with Peter in some pothouse. Oh, if I only catch him doing that.
They say a demon is carrying off workers. Seen anything odd?
Yeah, a witch walking around the factory. That's what's hot.
Now you tell her what she wants.
I haven't seen anything, all right? You'll learn for yourself that there aren't no demons here.
What was Alexei doing in the pump tower the night he disappeared?
I put him there to look after the pump once the brine started flowing. There's nothing else to do there. He must have grown bored and went to the pothouse.
I see. Thanks for the help.
Or the lack of help. You... you hater.
So what do you think happened to Alexei?
For now, it's unclear. If it had been Chorts, they would have killed him on the spot. Maybe the girl from the poem knows something. So, where did he go missing? In the salt oven?
Yes, it's right here, behind the salt box. We will visit it first.
Alright, so our next stop is the salt box. This is where they keep the salt brine before cooking it. This izba is closed shut, an ideal place for evil spirits. You need to complete all the tasks on the way to this. Okay, so I guess we go to the salt chest first. This is where they keep the salt brine. Okay. Oh joy, the pump sucked up the
On
water
your way
demon,
to
didn't
the
it? He
salt
got
oven,
knocked
one
or
of the workers
possessed.
calls out to Pahom and starts to question him about the disappearances. While Pahom is busy, you decide to look around.
There's a white track here, as if something was dragged. Here's a piece of a workman's shirt. Could it be a body was dragged in here? There's a white track here, as if something was dragged.
Let me get the herb. A bless herb. I like it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Come back here. More Adam's head. I have so much of it.
These days there's so much salt that there's sacks full of it just lying around. This worker is carrying one to the barn right now. These days there's so much salt that there's... This bar looks odd. Its bottom is all covered with salt. It's black. I sense something bad here. This bar looks odd. Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks on the salty log. Ordinary folk wouldn't notice them right away. Looks like a demon's mark. Doesn't look like a simple Chort's doing. Well, what do you know?
We got
Huge
an
claw
actual
marks on
demon.
the salty log.
Enough already. We need to go and you have work to do.
Wait, we stopped here for a reason. I noticed claw marks on it. The kind only the demons leave behind.
Quick, circles and prayers.
Where?
Lord have mercy.
There's something wrong with the salt box. I think I need to look inside.
A demon in the salt box?
Oh, Lord.
I found this piece of shirt by the barrels.
Only Alexei had this sort on a button on his clothes.
I need to look inside.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Listen, Pahom, don't be angry. We've lost the keys.
Well, take some logs away then.
They've salted through heavily.
We need to open it today, before demons kill anyone else.
Do as you're told, while we go visit the salt oven.
Okay, looks like I will be returning to the salt chest shortly. Salt pan is where they boil the brine. Water is evaporated and salt crystals remain.
The salt oven is submerged in unbearably hot shadow. You remember your visit to the underworld during your initiation. You shudder when you take a peek at the red-hot tsiren.
Hey you! Drop that sack! We want to ask you about Pyotr.
Good day, master.
Did you work with Pyotr? What can you tell me about him?
Well, what can I tell? I don't know. He worked hard, we all do. Well, that's it, really.
Wow.
What was Pyotr doing here?
Everything, really. Cooked salt, a strong guy. Was good at hauling the sacks from down below. Now that I think about it, he was quite good at hauling salt. You have to have some skill for that.
So what is it that we learned? Salt ovens. Salt ovens, large four-walled eatsbas with one door and an opening in the roof for the chimney, were placed near the brine pipes. In the middle of the salt oven, a hole was dug 4 sazens deep for the furnace. It had steep sides and was reinforced with gray stone and clay. An orifice, to act as a draught hole, was made in front of the hole. Above the hole hung a cern, a large pan for the brine. It took considerable skill to properly adjust the heat so the brine boiled evenly and let the salt settle like a hard candy, adding brine at the right time and mixing it with iron spatulas. The resulting salt was deposited into bast sacks and stored in barns. Okay.
Not a drunkard.
Have you heard about the demons? Seen anything like that?
I'll have to give them that Pieter's name pronunciation is on spot. Yeah, they're doing very well with Peter. They haven't anglicized it.
Yes, I've heard. Lord protect me, but the Lord is merciful. I haven't seen anything of the sort. Peter used to say that we're here like chorts in hell ourselves.
I'll show you, Chorts. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, forgive me, master. I wasn't thinking.
He was just repeating what he'd heard. Goodness.
Have you seen anything unusual?
Nothing of the sort. We're too busy working. I've heard, though, the other day, Peter was saying that he was going to get married.
How's that? To whom?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. I didn't know anything about him proposing, and here he tells us about this beauty. Black hair, white skin. That's the way he tells it. I think maybe he eloped with her.
Ah, same description as the poem.
It doesn't look like there are any demons here. I need to search other places.
Well, go on. I'll check up on the salt box. You, lad, come with me. Give me a hand.
It's getting dark. Hurry up, your workers.
Okay, so we have some optional places to go now. We're gonna go to the storehouse first. This is where the salt is kept. Later it's loaded into barges and sent to the fair in Novgorod.
The barn stands like a grim giant. The processed salt is stored here before it is loaded onto barges. Suddenly, in the darkness of the parted gates, you notice a fuzzy figure. You look closer and see that the sun has almost gone over the horizon.
I will say that all of the... I've been very impressed about how they have pronounced the Slavic words somewhat appropriately. I don't know if it's always perfectly correct in their pronunciation, but they've done a really good job of, like, as much as this is the English translation, I don't actually know what language this was originally written and built in, but as far as the English here, it is very Western English, because I am... It's not strewn with Britishisms, as far as I've noticed, which I would know because, you know, I'm tragically American. But when it comes to the words for the more Slavic language, they have done really good pronunciations as far as my ear says, and I do not know Slavic languages very well, so I am impressed with that. And that includes the names. We could draw a circle or step inside. Fuzzy figure. I'm gonna draw a circle. I've got a gut feeling.
You draw a circle just in time. A demon emerges from the darkness.
I had a feeling. You are going to make it so that I cannot use herbs for 7 turns, and you're just gonna hit me. Okay. Well, what if I use an herb now? Is there anything that I would want to use? I mean... I kind of just want to hit them, although you have a lot of health. You are going to be easily taken out. I'm going to curse people. Let's do that right away. Let's get some bless going on. And I think I want to take this guy out really quickly. I'm currently doing 11 damage. Oh, and I can throw that on too. Cool. I think we're good. He's dead. Awesome. And you're cursed. So now I can't use herbs for 7 turns. And then you're going to hit me as hard as you can. So. Let's see here. Let's do that. Let's see if that helps me. So now we're going to do 21 damage. Morteshka, please help. I'm not going to have enough defense to soak all his damage, but here we go. So now I get defense every time I lose health, which is good. I don't have any healing in this hand. You're gonna do 19 damage to me. I'm actually gonna try and not take quite as much damage this turn. Because I can do... Oh, I can use herbs, though. So we'll just do 1 Adam's Head and be happy. I was able to get rid of his curse on me to not be able to use herbs. So I cleared that. That was good. Alright. 16. I do love me some piety. Alright, let's go. And he's dead. Yes. Ooh. I will take this. Oh, wait. Page, defense is doubled if there is an enemy with status curse. Ooh. No, I'm gonna go for this one. Nice.
Forever in the woods. Don't kill me, demon, I beg you.
Demon? I'm often called a witch, but this is a first.
Open your eyes. What kind of Susyatka takes a Khaldun for a demon?
So you're not the demon that settled in the box?
Nope. They're not the demon that settled in the salt box.
Oh, what alive.
So you're saying there's a chort in the salt box. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but we all can feel it here. It emerged along with the salt. Now it start to eat people. Oh, what alive.
Who are you?
You look like a Susyatka. What kind of spirit are you?
I'm a Susetko. There used to be an izba here. Its house forgot to bring me along. Then I started living in the barn when it was built. And the things that have been going on lately. Oh, what alive.
We're gonna leave. Actually, I don't think this is us trying to assault the Susetko. I think it is us asking why he attacked us, actually. Draw a square, keep him guessing. That's not how that works, Mr. Scrake.
Why did you attack me? Was it you who killed the workers?
No, I'm peaceful spirit. The church from the soul box killed them. Even the Bannocs know what's been going on. Oh, what alive.
Alright, goodbye.
I need to go. It's midnight soon. What should I do with you?
We'll just leave him alone. He's not... I mean, he attacked us, but he thought we were the Saltbox demon, so he was really trying to defend himself.
You stay here. Keep guard in the barn.
The demon nods and dissolves into darkness.
Okay. Let us go to the Banyas to find out what they know. An old Banya, probably older than the plant.
You open a door to the factory bathhouse. Inside the old gray building, you feel the presence of evil spirits. You take several steps inside and are immediately surrounded by Banniks.
We will talk.
Not a step closer, demons.
Don't be mad, mistress. Stay with us, fellow Bannik. We'll live happily and scare the workers now and then.
What? You think I'm an Abdiriha of some kind?
What else? We all sensed a new spirit and saw you the other night walking here in the dark. As if looking for your home. Stay here with us. We'll grant you some gifts.
That would be nice, Vasnik.
Gifts, you say?
Do we trick the Banniks, or do we tell the truth? We might acquire some sin in tricking the Banniks, or we might not, but we would definitely get rubles. Or we could tell them the truth and be like, nah, we are a Koldun. What do we think, chat? Tricking them is sinful, probably, but by now, who cares? I doubt they'd like the truth. I mean, it actually may not be sinful just because we gain sin by harming other people. Banniks are technically spirits / demons, so it might not be a sin to trick them, but it's certainly not nice. I have a feeling the truth is going to come out either way. Alright, we will trick the Banniks, just because I think it's funny.
A nice place you have here. Hand over your gift. I'm moving in tomorrow.
It's sinful.
How delightful. See you soon, then.
The spirits disappear and leave you in solitude. All you can do is to go on your way.
The Kama Riverbank. Saltworks are traditionally built on the riverbanks. It's easier to access the brine and to load salt into barges for trade.
You approach the riverbank and notice a dark figure. You freeze, thinking of what to do next. This may be the spirit you're looking for, the one to blame for the missing workers.
I'm gonna go closer.
It turns out to be a fisherman from the nearest village. He notices you and puts his fishing rod aside.
Aren't you afraid to go fishing at night? They say there are evil spirits here.
Nah, I'm not scared. I have a powerful amulet. With it, I fear no demon. I have seen that evil spirit, though.
What of this amulet?
Ah, some woman gave it to me. A fine thing. Can send any chore packing.
We could buy it. I don't think we have enough money. Maybe we do. We could play cards.
What did that spirit look like?
Nothing much. A dark shadow by the water sitting, combing its hair.
Solka. I called it.
It dove into the water when I got closer. See, all because of the amulet.
What of this amulet?
Ah, some woman gave it to me. A fine thing. Can send any chore packing.
Can we agree on the price? I could use an amulet to ward off evil spirits.
So, you're afraid of chorts too? Well, why not? Here it is. Have a look.
Okay, so he has rotten mushroom. He has mash. He has Peter's cross, which we have some. He has the aroma mushroom, and he has devil's hoof. The hoof left behind by the burnt chort. It stinks of singed wood. Gives immunity to curse. So I think that's what he has. It is 100. We don't have enough. Although we could sell some things. I actually think I might sell the Devil's Finger because I don't need it. I have the Devil's Comb, which is better. Not that I'm using either, but that's immunity curse. Is there anything I want now that I have a little more money? No, we're good. We're good. Alright. That's all the fishermen. I could play cards with him, but I don't really want to steal his money. So I think it's time to go to the salt box and sort this demon out.
It is dark now, but the workers are still unable to open the salt box. You see the anxiety in their eyes. Pahom paces around, giving out orders. Seems like he is worried more than the others.
I could, yeah. See here, what do I give up, though? I'm not actually using this much. Let us equip the Devil's Hoof. Ooh, brick herb. Love brick herb. Anything else we can find?
I sense demonic sorcery. Break herb can help open it. Work of a demon. I I think I've seen this herb somewhere near. The workers are trying to break down the door. But someone seems to be holding it from the other side. The workers are trying to break down the door.
Hold us here. Come on. Heave! Heave!
I think I know how to open this door. And I think I know what kind of demon haunts you. What evil spirits are to blame for the salt workers' disappearances?
Mermaid. This is a mermaid.
Your workers have been discussing some beauty. One of them even wanted to marry her until she, I think, killed him. Looks like there's a water spirit in the salt box.
Rusalka in the salt box. I called it. A harmful spirit of a drowned woman, as opposed to most evil spirits, they are very attractive and use their appearance to lure the young men into their depths. And so we have more things we've learned. Pharaoh's daughter. There is a thing we have on the Viscera called the Devil's Stone. On Pentecost, a Rusalka lies on it, brushes her long hair, and moans, "Pharaoh." Her hair continuously drips water. They say that Koldones collect that water and use it to curse men and livestock. Pharaoh is a kind of Satan, as written in the Bible. It is said he became a kind of voidunoi, that his daughters were Rusalkas. The Rusalka calls for her father. Interesting.
Oh, Jesus Christ! As soon as we break down this door, I'll show that evil spirit Russian strength.
Wait, I will whisper over the door.
Step aside. Let the witch do her business.
He hated us. What is this?
You mouth the words of a Zagavar and apply the break herb. The door to the salt box opens.
Here we go. There are the missing men.
Your assumptions prove right. There's a Rusalka in the salt box. With a quick motion, you draw a circle and plan your next move.
I'm gonna talk. We might learn something.
What's this, Ruckus? The moon isn't up yet.
God, so many dead.
Dead? Girl, they just sleeping. Because the moon isn't up yet.
What kind of sleep is she talking about? I smell death all the way from here.
Oh no, she's hot. Yeah, they always are.
Oh, if you insist, I can wake up my friends.
No, wait. Tell me first. Why are you here, demon?
I was sent by my father, the Vodinoi. I think he wanted me to find new friends. We'll be very close, forever and ever. Just like a fir and its little branches. Am I right, boys?
The corpses steadily sway in the brine.
Why? What for? Why did you kill all of these workers?
Killed? They're alive. Alive forever.
Why did the brine disappear in the factory? Why did it reappear?
These salt workers are lucky to have a friend as kind as I am. I give them life, love, and wealth. What more could you wish for?
To not to be drowned in brine?
I knew you wouldn't understand. What kind of demon are you anyway?
That reminds me. I need to break a water seal. Your soul could prove useful.
Oh, what a pity. And I wanted to propose eternal life to you. You are very sweet. I think you and I are quite alike.
You pull out a comb that you found by the river on your way to the factory.
That's right. We are alike. Even our combs are identical.
See, I picked it up for a reason, you guys.
Where did you get that witch? I'll pry this comb from your dead hands.
Well, here we are. We're in it now. Okay, she's gonna summon more spirits. And when she dies, they die. Okay. I think we're gonna do some buffs. I don't particularly need healing, but we'll do a little bit of this. And I will wait on yours because she's gonna summon things first. Here comes her helpers. Alright, he's gonna do waste to us. We do not care about his health. We just have to block all of his badness. I'm gonna do this. We haven't really been hit yet. That'll hit everybody. Morteshka, help. I think we're still gonna take some damage, but it'll be fine. Oh yeah, we're definitely taking damage.
How rude! Bothering me and my Swordswalker friends!
Don't fret. This won't take long.
Okay, so we have a little bit of waste. They're both trying to hit us. We're definitely putting that on. We did take some damage, so it is time to do some healing. We still want to do damage, but we only have healing, so I think I'll do some of this as well. Blocked her, but only blocked some of his. So more waste to deal with. It's fine. Let's see here. I'm gonna do Serpent Sting. We do love Piety and Bless. Let's see here. I would like to do like a lot of damage though. She is summoning more people, so breaker or an Adam's head just for some of that, and onward we go. Here's another minion. Not good, not good. We have healing. So healing we will go after. This would be good. For her. This hits everybody. gonna do a big heal. And let's see if we can do this. And we did not survive that. Okay. Let's restart the battle. That one. First would also be good. And actually... Not yet, not yet. This turn is the safest turn. Okay, now we have to prioritize not getting hit. That damage was blocked, so we're much better off than we were, but we still have some
How
waste.
rude. Bother. Don't fret. This.
Now they're both gonna hit us. That is kind of a problem. Hopefully that will be enough to at least keep us alive for a little longer. Okay, we took a lot less damage this time. Let us also put curse. We're gonna get hit hard. Okay, he's gonna put block on somebody, but she's gonna be damaging. both of those. Okay. I have mostly healing this time. Okay, we're gonna do this. This. Throw more waste on her. Hopefully that will help. I'm also gonna give myself this. So he put some defense on himself, which is fine. We didn't take any damage except the waste damage. And then now she's summoning more. He's just doing block. That's fine. I need her to be as bad as possible. I could use some healing now, but nobody's hitting me this turn, so I will wait on Morteshka. But I think now is the time to do this so that I have some amount of healing going on that I don't have to worry about. Alright, we've got her down to double digits. Okay, he's put block on her. Another minion
Beat me in
comes
the
in
water, you damned witch!
We'll see about that. I've bitten bigger foes.
Everybody's gonna hit me. You don't get to keep that. Alright, Morteshka, I'm gonna need you. This is not gonna go well, but here we go. I don't think I'm gonna survive. It's a puzzle, that's for sure. Yeah, there we go. My deck cannot deal with this, so we have to figure out what will. I think my problem is I have too much variety in my deck, or in my book, and not enough kill it fast. So now I think, I mean, we do have a lot of blessing stuff, blesses. Hitting all enemies is not that big a deal. They have too much damage, but honestly, this waste is not doing any good. I don't have enough money to put any of this in, I guess. Okay. So... just, as well versed as this is, it doesn't do enough damage. Bless amplifies, but I'm not getting the bless early enough. Honestly. I'm gonna pull out. No, that's all fine. Alright, let's do that and see if we can't just, with more damage in our deck, deal with this lady. But let's check our keys as well. Let's see. This is... Death to Demons is fine. Curse is fine. That's fine. I'm gonna pull out Lock entirely and add in another key tongue. I do like gesture pages, they're very handy. We'll try that. Restart the battle. Alright. Okay, let's see here. So now, we're just gonna get status affected now. So this goes away next turn. This sticks around for a little while longer. I'm not gonna use Prushka's defense yet. can use that on you. And see what happens. Okay, still got decomposure. Now they're both gonna hit me. That's problems. Let's see here. Let us try to remove status effects. We are only doing damage. Moves, ailments, and suppressed. Could do curse 3. Moves poison and waste. Does not remove decomposure. Crime herb might, but so might this, I think. So really what I want curse you. Make shit expensive for you. So that will cut down some of the damage we're taking, but we're still taking damage.
How rude! Bothering. Don't fret. This.
It's taking longer than I keep saying because I keep having to redo it. Okay. So this is still here. This is still here. This is still here. I think I need to do some of that. We are not doing a lot. All of that was blocked, but we still got more waste from it. And then we took damage. That I'm just gonna throw on. So I throw on both of those because I have them. It's gonna do decomposure. Okay. Bless myself, I guess. Alright, we're doing some amount of damage. We're not gonna be able to I think we're still gonna take damage from her, but only 5. her curse is gone. She's going to try and decrease our options. Okay. Need some healing. Definitely that. Bring it some buffs back, some piety. Do more bless. Do I have bless on? I do have some bless. So we're just gonna do damage. We're gonna take damage though. That's the problem. Our biggest problem is that we're taking damage at this point. Alright, she's down to double digits instead of triple. We did have defense against some of that damage, so, but we have freaking 8 waste now, which is bad. Okay, you're definitely going up, which means you are also going up. We need the babushka. We have 1 less order than we otherwise would. How much bless do we have? We still have bless 3. Yeah, that will have to do. I'm gonna do the big heal, because I'm gonna die otherwise. I might die anyway, but Morteshka can help us, so... Nice.
Can't beat me in the water, you damned witch!
We'll see about that. I've bitten bigger foes.
Have I, though? Alright, this definitely has to go up there, because we need the healing. I think Serpent Sting is what we're going to use next. This now must be used. Okay, that will help us. You're going to do Decomposure, and you are going to heal yourself. So we must do all the damage. So Decomposure is back, unfortunately. Just need more. Alright. You first. You second. $44. I'm still gonna get some amount of defense. so close to killing her. She's gonna heal, but... Okay, he's stuck around. I don't think it's enough to kill her, but this is where we're at. Just gonna summon somebody else. All of that was blocked, but the damage is being done by waste. We can kill her this turn, I believe. Alright. What we got. We did it! Third time was the charm! Third time was the charm. Whew! That was tough.
Damned witch! You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father protects me. And without me, there won't be salt or eternal life.
The Rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time. Silence is all around you. You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. Pahom found the courage to get the salt box. He's holding an icon.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
That's it. I've banished the Rusalka.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Vasilisa.
Too early to celebrate. She's gone, but she took all the brine with her. Get the horses ready. We need all Yegor's advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Be quick about it. We need to hurry.
Oh, right this moment.
Home again, jiggity jig. Oh boy. Well, all of our torts will be coming back. Here comes all of the sin. $46 now. Jeez Louise. Alright, who gives us the most sin? You definitely. You as well. Okay. The longest amount of time for the least amount of sin is what we're looking for. Okay. We don't necessarily want to send them to a job that they're good at, because we don't want them to be good at their jobs. So, move there. We'll send you there. I'll send you there. And we'll send you here. That's them dealt with. I don't actually usually have shorts around. I'm gonna equip the jewelry box. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with my book the way it is. That worked out pretty well for the last battle. What does old Yegor have to say?
The other day, I met that woman who sells sweets. Remember her? She got a hernia this big, half the size of her face.
Tell me what happened next. How did you become a Khaldun?
Right then. So I'm holding this head. The Chort strangled Prokopy and wanted the head back. And it was exchanged to him, mind you. So he needed to give something to me in return. I figured that one out, young as I was. So I think, what to ask for? Some money? A fancy shirt? So I figured, if I wanted to be a knower, I should think for myself. Bring me, I tell him, the black book. I'll trade it for your hat. They all disappeared, and I'm standing in the circle, waiting. The fiend was gone for a while, returned only at dawn. All covered in scratches. It wasn't easy for him to get it, but he did bring back the book. It was sealed in Sukharev Tower. It was. For how long? No one knows. So, that's how I obtained it and became a Nova. All by myself, as you see.
Wow.
Why can people see demons?
Who knows? That's for God to decide. Only the knowers see demons.
Alright, well, we learned something. That's how he got his black book. Alright,
What's that? What's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pat me. I'm not your cat. I'm a demon, alright?
Can't bet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit.
Wait, what poker? Are you mad, Gramps?
Maybe that will make you a better Susetko. I have to feed you for that out of my canned heart. Yesterday, some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Huh? Not a sign, you furry short.
Why, stop, come on, you'll hate me, damn it. Be careful, Igor.
Uh-oh, they don't like each other.
Alright, I get it. I will do a better job as a Susetka from now on.
That's better. Next time my hit will find its mark.
He's not the kind to spoil his children.
I know, right?
Alright, Proshka, tell us more about you.
What happened after you became a spirit?
Seems like I do remember. We Susetkas can see future quite well. The past we forget after a century or so. I was from Chut's tribe, I think.
You're one of the Chut? They say Chut are small and wide-eyed. And you're cats!
There are spirits like that, called Chut. People lived here, a tribe like Komi-Pyrmins, a long time ago. So, I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was. I remember exactly that I lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold, So I became a house spirit. And when Isba was gone and the church appeared, then I must have moved there. A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was Susetka in that Isba. Tell you later.
So you can take any shape?
I can. A wolf or a man, take your pick. Usually don't need it though. Ordinary people see us as shadows, nothing more. The rest they imagine themselves.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
All right. So that's the business done. Let's see what visitors we have.
Come in, Pachom. We need to think about what to do next.
You share the events at the factory.
She even escaped your Zagavars. Only powerful evil spirits are able to do that. I think someone is protecting her.
She did say her father was protecting her.
This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues. Some workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them. But what should we do next? Can't we get the brine back?
We can think of something. We also need the water demons.
But Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about?
Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father?
Well, it's clear to me.
The Vodinoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to.
Voidunoi, also known as Vakul, master spirits of different bodies of water. All the water spirits are subject to them.
The salt worker grows pale.
Vakul? So the Vodinoi has something to do with it.
What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him.
At the factory, I was doing fine with the Vodinoi that I had.
Whether you were or not, the small Vodinois are gone. This one has outsmarted them and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now. You can meet him in Hell's Lake.
Well, off to Hell's Lake we will go.
Pachom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, get going. Got it?
What do you know about the Vodinoi?
A powerful chort and an old one. People say he was here before Christ and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake.
Will you break the seal for me?
Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vodinois here. He's hard to convince, though, and I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak.
Yes, Mr. Scrake, what's up?
What kind of lake is that?
Well, you know where you can send me things.
The Permians call it Vatti. It means swampy lake. It's deep. One chort tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the hunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name.
Well, time to go.
I see. I'll get ready.
Well, be careful out there with him. If you strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book.
Thank you, Mr. Scrake.
God be with you.
Well. We have a task. Time to get going. The book merchant is back. We have a little bit of cash. We can't seem to sell pages to him, though. I appreciate you, Mr. Scrape. Thank you. I will look at them later.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
So we could reset our skills, but I'm happy with my skills for now. We do have the ability to set curse on somebody, but we don't have the setup to do it reliably enough for this one. Unfortunately. Sacrifice is becoming more and more part of our deck. I'm not all that interested in anything. I'm gonna grab this one. That'll be it. Thank you, book merchant. Now then. What do I give up for it? I give up one of these. That should be good. Onward to Upper Onyel, a small fishing village to the east of Hell's Lake. They say that around here, everyone has seen a mermaid at least once.
The sun is setting when you see the village of Verkhny Onyil. You pick up the pace. You need to get to Hell's Lake before dawn. The villagers show you the shortest route to the lake, warning you about the dangers on the road.
Yay! Onward we go. To the Pine Grove. The swampy part of Hell's Lake is surrounded by an old pine forest.
Pale moonlight falls on rotten and broken trees. You feel the presence of Leshis, or some other evil spirits.
We will be asking for permission, because it's always good to be polite.
You whisper a ritual formula and step into the glade. Suddenly, chorts fly from all over. The detritus seems to be their doing. Chorts wound you before you have time to draw a circle.
Trav, you were correct. I was not. We have learned. Okay. You are gonna curse me. Maybe I'll hit you instead. No, I think we're gonna go with that. That guy will not hit me at all. We're good. Hi, Dr. Man! Welcome in! Long time no see indeed. It wasn't talk or attack, it was ask permission to exist there or protect yourself. Seemed a bit higher risk than normal. Well, yes, but sometimes when you go into like a banya or something, if you ask them for permission, you know, ritual permission, you're usually fine. But these were unrelated. So your call was probably the better call, but I mean, 3 health is not the biggest of deal. Hi, BB. How have you been, Plague Doctor Man? We have not seen you in forever. And it's lovely to see you today. Alright. I am gonna do this. Smack you. What are you up to? Removes a positive status. I have been cursed. I can fix that though. So, not worried about it. Let's see. This will hit everybody, so sure. And I still have the key, which is this one. I think we're going to be fine. Smack. Smack. You survive it. You're just gonna kill my bullets. Which is fine, because you're at 1 HP. He's gonna die real hard. I don't even have to really do anything for it. Basically, everything past this Nava does not even matter. Oops, I killed it. Honestly, not been the best, which is why I haven't been on Twitch so much. Won't dump my own problems on you, but anxiety is a dick. I completely understand anxiety is a dick, and I appreciate you being respectful of my space enough to not trauma dump or anxiety dump on us, but do know that you are valued here. Like, you matter to us. You are my, you know, you here, being here in my chat means that you're one of my friends, and so I do care about you, and I do hope you know that you are welcome here and wanted here, even if you're not having a great day. Maybe just being a lurker in my chat when I stream can help. So if you ever feel the need for company, you know, when I'm live, I'm here. When I'm not live, my YouTube channel is there for you if you just want some company. Whatever helps you the most, I'm very happy to have you here. And so I'm very glad that you're still with us regardless, because Plague Doctor Man, you've been a delight every time you're here, even if it's a bad day. So please never feel afraid to be here, even if you're not having the best of days. I'm lurker friendly, so if you feel like you're gonna be terrible company, you don't have to say anything. Everything is optional. It's fine. You'll find that I try to be a good friend, and since I consider all of the people on my channel, in my chat, my friends, I try to be nice to you guys. Aw, I'm glad I could give you the warm fuzzies. That makes my day too. So I hope that my company and my kind words will help, even if it doesn't fix anything. Deal twice as much damage. Yeah, here we are with curse being things. Inflict damage equal to the enemy's curse status, which means that we need to get way more curse into our deck for these things to be a fun thing. Increases waste on enemies by 1 each time health is lost. I actually like this. We do have waste in our deck that we're not making use of right now. I may have to reconfigure the deck here shortly. Oh yeah, well technically it's book pages, but yes, this is a card battler full of Slavic myths and history and that stuff. So we are basically a Slavic witch, a koldun, who has, prior to our apprenticeship as a witch, lost our husband, and we are trying to open the seals of what we call our black book, to be able to traverse into the hells and pull our husband's soul back out, so because he was a suicide, unfortunately, and so that we can have our husband back. So that's what this game is about. Yeah, it's very kind of Slay the Spire-esque in that way, but it's as much as the maps are that way, I can actually go to everything on the map before I get to the end thing, so the main task. So it's actually much more of like a linear card battler, but the story is pretty deep. So the playlist is on my YouTube channel for everything that you have missed. You're welcome to catch up on your own time if that helps. So yeah, it's actually a lot more like Inscription. Yeah, it's very much like a Slavic Inscription, but this one is very based in myth and lore, and it's sort of historical fiction esque. It's really cool though. I'm enjoying it. I've got terrible tactics, but we're enjoying ourselves. But yeah, it's fully voice acted, so I don't have to destroy my voice, and I'm happy. Yeah, let's just go through. You'll learn things on the way, and please forgive my pronunciation of all of the Slavic words because I am tragically American. Mr. Scrake in my chat is actually of Ukrainian descent, so he's been helping me out. Alright, the Vernay Chagrusmisk swamp. The swamp is so overgrown with moss that it looks like the back of some huge beast partially buried underground. I've heard stories of Mangont. Could this be it?
A pine tree, cracked by lightning, stands by the edge of a swamp. You know that lightning can be useful, and come closer. The tree is blackened and split in two. Strangely, the air is still filled with the smell of a thunderstorm. Your search soon bears fruit. You find a thunderstone.
I very much appreciate it, Mr. Scrake. I'm learning all kinds of things from an area of the world whose mythology I only know a teeny tiny piece of, and as a mythology enthusiast, I'm enjoying myself so much. Well, we're taking
You
that.
pluck the stone from inside the charred pine and go on your way.
Ooh. Before we leave, let me see what I have here. This increases bless on turn start 2, but this increases... This just strengthens bless, period. I might actually stop doing this for this, actually. Because all this is doing is adding a white page for the effects of well earned for white pages. But I think this, because we have so much bless that just happens in our deck, this will just strengthen bless entirely, which will do more damage to everybody. So the well-versed effect increase on top of bless. I think that will be okay. Yeah, that will be good. Moving on. We do all the optionals here, so all of the ones with question marks are optional. All of the solid diamonds are the main path, and all of the checkmark ones are places we've been. I think you can, like, go back, but I have not tried. I'm English, so I don't know much about Slavic stuff either, but the mythology seems very interesting. The main stuff I know is about stuff like the Leshy and the Baba Yaga. Yeah. I'm sure you've heard of Rusalkas. They're mermaids. It's just the Slavic word for mermaid. Like, very similar things. You'll find that the descriptions of certain types of Western European fae and the descriptions of some of the demons and spirits of the Slavic myths have a lot of overlap, but similar ideals work in similar ways. So it's fun stuff. But yeah, Baba Yaga is probably the most well-known of the Slavic myths, and she has a number of them. She doesn't have just one. There's like, I don't know, a good handful of stories that she is a part of. And I've only read like a couple of the translated into English stories personally, but they run very similarly to the like the fairy tales of like the European like the Germanic fairy tales, like All Kinds of Fur, which is a Cinderella-esque story, that kind of stuff. So it's not yeah, the Brothers Grimm stuff and a lot of Russian a lot of the Baba Yaga stuff has a lot of like themes and just pattern type stuff in common, but they're not necessarily related. It's interesting. Anyways, I love mythology and I love fairy tales, so there you go. Let's go to Sket. I've heard that a hermit monk lives around here. Let's go say hi. You never know what you'll learn from them.
You enter the serene, piney woods. Soon after, you find the source of light. There is an old izba amongst the trees, leaning comfortably on a branching pine. With a quiet squeak, the door opens, and a hermit welcomes you.
It is a really beautiful game, yes.
I have never thought a witch would come and visit me.
Oh, it's a hermit priest. Weird thing about that, hermit priests were actually, or hermit monks, were actually really common all across Europe. The Catholics just liked to send monks everywhere. It was very interesting times. Sometimes they were professional monks, and sometimes they were professional hermits too. There was a wide swath of nobility across a lot of Europe that had like professional hermits, just men who would live in little huts in the woods because they wanted to brag about the fact that their land had a hermit on it. Do we know why? No. Nobility, they were crazy. Often crazy. But this is a thing that happened everywhere. It was crazy. Again, I know things.
Why do you think I'm a witch?
I feel evil spirits a mile away.
You're calling me an evil spirit?
Come on, don't be mad. Could Providence bring you here? Have a rest. I've put the samovar on and lit it with juniper branches. I have a request to you.
Samovar is a type of tea set, essentially. A Slavic tea set. It's like a Slavic teapot, really. They're beautiful. Google them. They're gorgeous. All right, let us drink some tea since he is being so kind as to host us. I don't think he meant necessarily to be rude, but like hermits don't usually have a lot of manners. You feel them a mile away, not right here? Well, I must not be a witch then. Well, here's the thing. A witch is not an evil spirit. But I think he was just saying I could feel your evil from a mile away. I do have a lot of sin. Remember, Trav? Like, that's 46 sins. Most of which I've gotten from my chorts, which are demons. So maybe he can feel me from a mile away.
All right, bring your tea.
You drink the tea and rest a bit.
What's your request?
I think you can handle it. Some hunters recently passed by here, but they never left, even after the ice drift. I followed them. Their camp isn't far from here. Their things are all in disarray, as if they never left in the spring. But there's no sign of them. I felt evil spirits there, but I haven't seen anyone. Please, find where the demons kidnapped them.
Sure, why not?
Camp is to the south, you say. I may drop by to find out what happened to them. So I might be a witch, but who are you?
I'm a hermit, and this is my skeet. I live here, far from worldly things and serve God. There's plenty of holy saints, and the simple folk have plenty of trouble. So I pray here for the Holy Spirits to help our people with their troubles. I hope they can hear me.
Folk saints. Based on church memonologies, Russian folk menology was also developed. Christian holidays were reinterpreted and infused with local ceremonies, rituals, and beliefs. Christian saints were imbued with miraculous abilities of patronage and intercession, serving as the protectors of the home, the people, livestock, farming, and crafts. St. Nicholas, for example, favors not only sailors, but also wild animals, agriculture, beekeeping, and construction. St. George, Igori the Brave, is the patron saint of cattle. He is known as a wolf shepherd, who also serves as the patron saint of hunters. Among the peasantry, the cult of the Virgin Mary was different from how the church depicts her. She was more down to earth and made her presence known in everyday activities. She is more sympathetic and acts as a helper in difficult situations, a protector against evil spirits, and an intercessor in heaven. She is the patron saint of maidens, women, and those in labor. So yeah, this is 1876-ish in history is the time period they've decided to use, and Christianity had already spread to the Slavic areas of the world. And this is how the interaction between the old Slavic religion and the Christian religion sort of interacted and intertwined with each other, and how they affected each other in the area, so that you get the beautiful like myths and understanding of the Slavic people in their culture at the time. So we've been learning so many things in this game. This game is so beautifully done. !game in my chat if you want the Steam page to go grab it for yourself. I highly recommend. I haven't even finished the game. This is my first run. Well, I guess I have a thing to do.
Listen, witch. Try to get off this road. There's nothing but trouble for you at its end.
I don't think he's actually talking about the road we're walking on. I actually think he's referencing our pursuit of opening the seals of the Black Book, trying to warn us away from what we're trying to accomplish. A hermit told me there used to be a hunter's camp here. Let's go find out what happened to them.
You follow the directions of the hermit and soon come to a clear glade. You notice fir branches and a gap fire. It's clear that the hunters camped here.
A gap fire is a fire lit between two logs or built close to a wall of logs so it burns slower without need of attendants. Those are actually really cool. I actually have heard of gap fires before. I don't think they were called gap fires. They might also have other terminology, but yes, cool. Ooh, this is a walkie around part. Okay. Oh no, I don't want to set off. No. I want to go to the herb. Yes. Removes curse status. Good. Hello. Another Peter's cross. I used them all up, so this is good.
Some of the hunters' things are still scattered about here. You manage to find one of their clumsily written diaries and a small pouch with silver rubles. It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a peasant. They consist mainly of hunting observations and notes. Your attention is drawn to a strange passage. February. Old man knocked on the door. Frozen. Started dying during the night. Suffered long. Maybe a Khaldoon. Died only in the morning. Would be better if I took down the main beam. February later. Going home soon. Bad sleep at night. Something makes noise in the dark. Scary. February later. Yvonne disappeared at night. Going home. Everyone scared. This is the last entry.
Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. In my spare time since I was last in chat, I started a new D&D campaign, so that has been fun. Oh, that's fantastic, Plague Doctor Man. I hope that it is going well and that you are enjoying yourself. Are you a player or a DM?
You take the old pouch.
Nice. Nice. Congrats
The
on
axe is
DMing.
covered in rust. A hunter would never leave behind a thing like that. I saw a similar axe by the windmill. The axe is covered in rust. Tracks. They glow blue. Some chort has been here. I can follow them.
Well, I don't want to follow them yet. I'm still looking at things.
The gap fire has almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest. It seems as if the hunters went away for a moment somewhere, but never came back. The gap fire has almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest. He might be the one who carried the hunters away. Tracks. They glow blue. Some chort has been here. I can follow them.
The pathing is a little silly.
You've found traces of the evil spirits, and now can go searching for the missing hunters.
Alright, time to go. Let's go find them. They are at a warehouse, apparently.
A foul silence hovers over the shed. You take a step and wince. A dry branch under your foot breaks with a loud crack, like a dry bone.
The main idea for the plot is that suddenly a new empire has gained an incredible amount of power and influence, and a new religion of the followers of the Eclipse God has become the prominent religion over the course of a half a century, which is incredibly odd. And the party have all had their lives ruined in some way by the Empire and are trying to figure out the core of its power. It's very eldritch. Excellent. That sounds like a really grand time, and I hope that your players really enjoy that. Alright, time to find what we can find. Break herb. We probably will need it in a moment. Any other herbs? Maybe some spices? Nothing? Nothing? Tra-la-la-la-la? Apparently not.
The rotten stairs lead inside. You notice a sweet stench.
Oh, there are dead people in here. Alright, so she is going to try to vampirism me. That's not good. Not good at all. I think I'm going to use some of this. Alright. Let's see here. This is the round to do all of the pieties and bless type stuff. This would also be a good one. This would also be a good one. So we are going to hit her for 18. Build ourselves a defense of 8 off of the pages. And then we will get 5 more defense from Ward. And go from there. I'm not going to put any more defense on. So... get hit. Get wrecked. Smack down. And now I buff myself with Bless and Piety. Okay. So. She heals every time I lose health. She's going to hit me 4 times with 5 for 5 damage each. So that's 20. I'm gonna put that one on. Let's do some bless. Let's try to soak some of that damage with some defense. And then this will work out. Morteshka can also help. And so can this herb. I don't know if it's going to be enough to soak all of it, but we can hopefully do most of it. Yeah, all of it blocked. Okay. Let us remove her positive stuff. I don't think I'm gonna have enough block this turn. Alright, we are just gonna jump on some well-versed here. That bumps up everything. I'm gonna do a crap ton of damage, and then I'm gonna take 29 to the face. Well, less than 29, I think. I have a little bit of ward. However, she will take damage for the damage she deals to me, so... let's go. Get wrecked. That hurt, but I'm about to get some healing in. Taking that. I'm taking that. And then I guess we're just doing regular damage. So we're still doing 25 damage, and we're going to have quite a bit of block at the end of it. Should be fine. And a little bit of healing. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna go with that. Her damage is not getting through my block. That's for sure. All of it was blocked. Okay. She's not cursed. Do I have curse? No. I don't have any way of putting curse on her at this point. But I will do that. What is she doing? going for vampirism again because I cleared it from her. Okay. This is going. This is going. This is going. We might kill her. We might not. If we kill her, then I don't have to worry about vampirism. See what happens. Got her. Let's go. Ooh, regeneration. I want. Yes, please. New fiend. Korovin. Long ago, he used to sing of the wonders of creation in an angelic choir. Resistance to status bless. I've also gained a level.
The Eretnik collapses lifelessly. It seems to be a Khaldun that's been buried improperly. With a heavy heart, you cut the tendons on his feet and leave him for the crows to feast. He won't be able to walk among the living now. You remember the hunter's notes. It seems like the dead man took vengeance on the peasants for his violent death. No one inherited his knowledge or tried to relieve his suffering by dismantling the Izba's ceiling. You sigh and hope that when your time comes, you will not meet the same fate.
Oof, deep. Before we leave here, I'm going to put blue stone into my book. What do I want to get rid of for it? This has saved us on a couple occasions. I don't use the babushkas as much as I thought I would. So I might... but they do... We have Nicholas and George. And George the father. I think I'm going to get rid of George the father and take Bluestone instead. That's what I'm gonna do. I haven't put this one in either. Out. In. Okay. Good. There we go. So. We do have a new pester, a new chort. Two for two, two for two, 2 for 1. 1 for 3. Yeah, no, this one. I can't actually send you. But we do have this point. So I am going to reduce the sin that my chorts bring, because I have so much. Here we go. That will help me immensely. Alright, time to go to Hell's Swamp before we get to Hell's Lake. The area near the lake floods often. A swamp has formed here. That was a pretty fun optional boss.
A foul stream runs through the swamp. You notice 2 figures sitting on a stone beside it. Through the silence of the night, you hear cold laughter and a muted conversation. The transfixed fisherman watches the rusalka that coils around him with glassy eyes. The claws of the spirit glisten in the moonlight. This is a recent acquaintance of yours. She jumps when she notices you.
Found you.
As soon as the demon looks away, the peasant comes to his senses. His eyes clear up, and he flees in horror.
We saved a peasant.
You again, witch. Feeling jealous of my boys? Sure you are. After all, they're all fine lads.
Tell me, where did you hide the brine from the factory?
Oh, witch. I have no time to answer your silly questions. But some of my old friends do. Have fun!
The Rusalka dives into the river, laughing.
Alright. He's gonna put decomposure on us, which is a bummer. And you're just gonna hit us. Do we have curse? I'm definitely putting that on immediately. No, we don't have curse, so this isn't going to help us too much. We can, however, do this. I'm not worried about the 2 damage. We do have a little bit of ward. That just removes stuff. Yeah, okay. None of these herbs are all that big a deal right now. So on our turn, we get all of that fun stuff. Let's see here. I don't need healing, so we'll go with the Amen key. Let's do this one. This one. So that's now 8. 10 actually. This hits everybody. Yeah. They're both. You're removing a positive. You're putting more discomposure. I'm gonna get 2 points of waste, which is just damage over time, or damage per round. I'm a strong. I'm a strong witch. Nah, not particularly. It's still early. We're only in chapter 2 of like 7. It's going to get crazier. Okay, so I killed him, so I don't get any more of this stuff. I guess we're doing both of that. Not that it matters that much, because we're gonna kill this guy, like, immediately. So, basically past Nava, or maybe Urazi, it's not gonna matter. Bonk. Ooh. Sacrifice one, though. I'm gonna have to take it at some point. I don't have to put it in my deck, though. Alright. Off to Hell's Lake. We drove off the mermaid, but the brine has gone away with her. The seal in your book is still intact. Looks like only the master of the water domain will be able to deal with it. So we must go to the Void Noise domain. This is the lake old Igor told me about. Various types of evil spirits are often seen here. This is because the border between worlds is thin here.
You effortlessly find the fishermen's camp. The peasants have already built a fire and are preparing for a night of fishing.
Unfortunately, this is where I'm going to have to leave you guys. So we're going to do a cheeky save at Hell's Lake. And we will return to this game tomorrow, because I'm May, and I stream Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern US time. So if that is not your time zone, please, please, please put a follow and put on notifications either here or over on Blue Sky, where I post to let you guys know that I'm going live, and oftentimes talk about the game that I'm playing there as well. So you guys can come have a conversation with me anytime, day or night, over on Blue Sky. Let's be friends. I would love that. If you have missed anything from Black Book or any other game that I have ever streamed, you'll find it all on YouTube. There are very easy to find, very handy dandy playlists. You can just throw one on while you're cooking, cleaning, working, trying to get some sleep, and you have my company anytime, day or night. It's there for you guys because I make no money on YouTube. I will do my best, Dr. Blakeman. If you, but with all that being said, I do raid my friends. So here is my, no, that's not it. If I can type straight, here's my raid message. It works for absolutely everybody. I use it too. But if you would like, you are welcome to use any love, heart, or raid emojis that you have available to you. Well, we go and support friends of mine. And if I don't have anyone streaming, I will go make friends too. Let's see here. We have some options, but I'm actually going to go over to Psycho Phoenix, aka PP. She lurks in my chat all the time because she's wonderful and lovely and adorable and amazing. She is playing Phasmophobia, probably with friends. Let's go over her there and support her fun times with some Phasmo spooks. Blah, blah, blah. If I can talk. And I hope that you guys have a really wonderful rest of your day as well. I will be back tomorrow at 1 for more Black Books. We can have some more time where I struggle at card battles because I'm terrible. And I will see you guys next time because now we raid in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.